Good morning, everybody. So, here, let me put I'm almost there as of this morning to another 100. So, let me go in here and thank you, everybody, for being there for me and getting me to this point. I'm at 1,697 watch hours, almost to the 1,700 mark. God bless you all. Okay, we'll put that up. Here we go. Good morning, David Carlisle. And Gene P. Welcome. Just gonna share with everybody what we found yesterday walking and doing our thing. VMC. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. I think Great Scott said that likes don't make any difference, but they give me some information. They tell me how many people have been in. So, how's everybody this morning? Hope you're doing well. Got a few things yesterday in the lake. Was a really good hunt, actually. I did pretty well in the water, and getting around to it did pretty well walking around in the park area. She always finds some great surface finds. So, hope everybody's got their coffee. I mean, we even find things. I found, I tested it. It's not gold, but found this earring in the parking lot while we were walking around while our tire was being fixed. Found the earring and a couple of other things. One was fairly strange. I feel funny when I find people's jewelry that they lose, especially little kids' rings, like the one I found yesterday. Is a little kid's lion ring. It has a head of a lion on it, and so there you go. Get a fairly good representation of it. It took me a while to figure it out. I was trying to figure out, was it a teddy bear, was it a cat? And then I took into consideration the whole thing, and it's a lion. So found that yesterday. Dave, on Wednesday, we were walking around the parking lot after we found a nail in our tire, and we were having that repaired. And so, I mean, this is even more of a loss than a piece of jewelry, because this probably cost about $3,000 to have made. a matter of fact, I know it costs that much at least, because my bridge cost $2,700, and so that's a great loss for somebody to lose their bridge. Hey, Adventures Peppa, William, nice to see you all in here this morning. Well, I didn't go hunting yet this morning. I'm going out in a little while, and I gotta get this so I'm not trying to get myself framed. But you know, we find things like that, and some people go, ooh, yuck, but I mean, that's a bridge worth $3,000. Dentist's costs are outrageous. I haven't found not one piece of jewelry worth as much as that bridge, as far as what somebody paid for it. So I feel, I wish I could, I don't see a number on it or anything. I don't think that there's a serial number on it that you can trace, but I wish I could, because that's just a really strange thing to lose, but I found it in a parking lot. So anyways, yesterday was a good hunt. We had a good time yesterday, and we'll be going out today, but I'm not going to do a live hunt today. Got some other things to do, and I got to see if I can't off a few things that I've got here so that I can get some gas money. I got so much stuff around here that I can sell, and that I never use. Stuff that I've gathered up over the years, and my kids gathered up and left here, and so at the price of gas these days, it's just ridiculous, you know. So anyways, I found this earring yesterday in the lake, and this earring I found last week in the parking lot. So there's a Minnie Mouse and a Mickey Mouse, so that's a perfect mismatch pair for somebody. You know how they wear one of one kind, one of another. I saw a gal a few weeks ago on a YouTube video where she had a pistol on one ear and a knife on the other ear. She was doing a Western theme, and I think the orchestra was playing Good, Bad, and the Ugly. You know, but so that's a good mismatched pair right there, right? Hey, Hunter Busher, how are you? So we've got some interesting things to look at. Remember this yesterday? If you were on yesterday, we were trying to figure out what this is. Guess what it is? It's a bell. I've never seen a flat bell like that, but it's like a cottle bell. Can you hear that all right? Hey, Jamie, good morning. So, we don't have to wonder what it is anymore. It's a bell. That's a first for me. I've seen round ones. I've seen the jingle bells, like, the mini cottle bells you get on the jingle bells for Christmas and stuff, and seen the cottle bells from the big ones from sleighs and stuff like that. But never seen one like this. Don't know what it was doing in the lake. So we do find some interesting stuff, some weird stuff. So tested the little ring, the lion ring, and it tested silver. So it's not marked, but it tested with the acid as silver. So very cool little find there, number 56. Psychobilly. Okay, cool. Somebody new. Hello, Texas Psychobilly. What do you do? Well, cool. I'm glad you subscribed. Let me give you a wrench so that you can check out the other channels, all right? But be mindful of it, okay? Just use it to check out people's channels. Appreciate that, brother. I'm sorry you got hurt. Are you immobile or still mobile? I'm weighing all my copper pennies. Oop, that's not a copper. Let's see how many I got before I clean them up. Try to find a date on them. Okay, so I got 4 copper pennies yesterday. Getting around to it, found a couple. I wonder if you got it in coppers. No. Getting around to it, beat me out on change yesterday. Yeah, you should detect around your house. For sure, Texas. I detected around my house. I found a 1939 nickel, a 1945 nickel, and a 1941 wheat penny. And my house was built in the 60s. So You should detect around your house, that's for sure. Everybody should detect around their house if their house was built before last year. So, let's see what the dates are on the pennies. I didn't get any Wheaties yesterday, but I did get some coppers. So, did get a 1979, a 1982, and 1980, and a 1977. So, all right. 1977, 1979, 1980, and 1982 copper pennies from yesterday. But I think I got a total of 19 Zinkins and 20 if you count this one. That's something. That's how our money dissipates. Well, I got a copper penny with your birth year on it there, Jamie. Well, that would be even better, Texas. You'd be finding all kinds of good stuff around there. And if you're close to the railroad, I'd find wherever the railroad stop was. Wow, well, it must have been worth quite a bit because jewelers don't offer you much against what you really got. So it must have been worth a pretty penny. All right, blistering. Jamie, what kind of ring did you find? You got a video up of it, a short or something that we can go look at later? Yeah, check two things before you sell it. Check and see if the ring's worth more in scrap than it is to sell. If it's worth $900 to a jeweler, you might want to put it on eBay. Cool, Jamie. Yeah, I'd like to see that. I like to see the rings when you find them. I got 50, and I got $1.10, $1.20, $1.44. $1.50. 60. 70, 80. 5. Yep. Getting around to it, got $1.85 and I got $1.44. So we didn't even come up with a gallon of gas yesterday, but I did find a new car, so That was pretty cool yesterday. I didn't find it on my live, but I did find it. I will have that up a little later. I've got a video of doing the tot lot that I'll put up, possibly a premiere. I'll try to get that up for the weekend. But yeah, this is a Chrysler, DCC Chrysler Hot Wheel. So not bad. Another car for the collection. I've got cars running off the shelf. Grandma Kelly, good morning. How you doing this morning? Nice, everybody's coming on, and make sure you hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down before you leave today. So I'm doing just short of wonderful. Hanging out with my 56th ring for the year. Got myself a weird looking bell. I don't know whether you guys can hear that or not, because you guys are saying you can't hear me, so I don't know. But it surprised me when I found out that was a bell. I don't know what it would have been on. So, found a Mickey Mouse earring, Grandma. Last week I found a Minnie Mouse earring, so I've got a mismatched pair. So whoever would like to wear a mismatched pair of Disney earrings, I think my wife, getting around to it, would be proud to wear these. Getting around to it, found a stone out of some kind of kids' jewelry. I thought it was just a pin type thing. It might have been on a pin, but it's like a cut stone, cut plastic actually, but it's cut like a stone. Found a mini weight belt. Not really. It's some kind of strap, but it looked like a weight belt for a diver, maybe a G.I. Joe. We got some real treasure trash here. We got some treasure trash sunglasses. The frames are still good, but the glass is busted out on one side. But the frames are still in really good shape. I don't know whether they'd be worth anything to anybody. Usually we find them all broken up, or we find really good sunglasses that I think we've got about 10 pair of really good sunglasses in really good shape. Hey, Finding Florida. Good morning. I am really amazed that you guys are coming in and saying hi this morning. And like my message says there, I'm 3 hours away from 1700. Boy, it really takes an effort to get up another 100. Wish I could find that magic thing that some of these guys find, where just all of a sudden they flock to you like seagulls and give you like thousands of watch hours all at one time. But I'm going to have to do it 1 hour at a time. So I don't know that I found any good dimes yesterday. Sometimes you find a good dime, like I found that one silver dime. After going through them, I didn't know when I found it, because everything gives you so many different numbers nowadays. I don't know what it is. I can't figure when it's still in the ground. I just know it's a good signal, and it could be anything. Like yesterday, I found a copper penny, and it rang up at a like a 5560, and copper pennies usually ring up about 45 to 48 on the legend. But after this rain, it's a little different. The ground's wet and different conditions, so you get different masking numbers. I've been trying to give everybody the numbers when I find something, but it really doesn't do any good, because you can't say, oh, that's going to be that, you know. A bottle cap's going to be, 55. That's not going to happen, because every bottle cap is in a different state of deterioration, and different, some are flattened, some are taco shaped, some are, the difference is amazing, from one bottle cap to the next. You have a different tone to almost every bottle cap. If it's a different brand on the bottle cap, some are gold colored, the metal is gold colored, some are silver colored. So those alloys that make up the bottle cap give you different tones. Okay, Texas, thanks for popping in, Guy. I appreciate it. Now I've got your name. And thanks for subbing me. I really appreciate that. I'll have to go and check your channel out. Do you have a channel? Signals help some. I can guess some of them, but a lot of them I'm way off. Should bring my detector in and show you, even on top of the ground, how things are different. They're not always the same. But if I did that, it'd probably make me out a liar, because every time you put the same thing down on the ground, it's right on top of the surface, gives you the same signal. It just depends on the orientation and the iron in the ground, the salts in the ground. Everything's different, so you just got to dig it all up. Just whatever the tone is, whatever the signal is, you just dig it all up. And sometimes I don't get to it, like some of those targets yesterday. I'm finding the areas, and going to be more aware of them in the future, where I'm digging down to pipes and in the lake and stuff. There's a couple of spots on the beach, at the lake where there are these, they're not quite stakes, they're big chunks of metal that I've even tried to pull out and bent my scoop doing it because I tried to pry it out of the ground. And so becoming more aware of those every time I go. But trying to find something here that, oh, getting around to it, found another gibbet. So these are cool. We've got a collection of these now. Too bad we don't wear Crocs, because these gibbets would, we could decorate a full 2 pairs of Crocs, I think, with the gibbets that we've picked up. Let's see if we do have a channel here. I am already subscribed. I've subscribed to so many people on the fly. I hate to say it, but somebody will say, I need subscriptions to get a little higher. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I'll barrel over there and subscribe and watch a couple videos, and then off on my daily rounds, and my memory's not as good as it used to be. But I got you, Texas. I already subscribed, probably at the same time you subscribed to me from one of those channels that we watch. Probably coining around. Oh, can't watch that channel, Texas, because that'll make me hungry. You got stew or chili or something there. So, last week I didn't show these. I forgot they were found a little pair of gloves that some little girl left in the park, and so I'm going to give them to my granddaughter. I think she's got a red pair just like them. So we find some pretty good stuff to pass along. A lot of this stuff, especially the clothes and shoes that we find, if I find clothes out in the park or at the lake, and people just left their clothes there, and they leave a lot, I bring them home, wash them up, and then give them to the mission over here that gives out clothes to the homeless people. So a little bit of a contribution, the least we can do when we find something, is get it to a useful spot, right? So I did get the other day along with the bridge, I got a whole bunch of lead, 1.5 pounds of lead. So That'll go in my lead collection. But to find something that I can do with these aluminum extensions for valve stems that they take off and just throw away there. I'm trying to come up with something to talk about, but I guess I'm not doing a good job. So anybody got good plans for today? Got plans to go out and do something? I know William's working hard caretaking. Yeah, I scrapped all the metals, the iron, and everything we took in week before last. I took in 340 pounds of scrap metal, barbecues, easy ups, chairs, and all the scrap nails and screws and chunks of iron that I find. We took it all in. I took in 340 pounds. And they gave me 140 pounds a ton, $140 a ton for it. So I got $21 and 25 cents for 340 pounds of scrap. The lead I keep. I'm going to build a foundry, a small one, and I'm going to melt down the lead and pour it into ingots. And I'm going to buy a mold so that I can make 50 caliber balls for my, I've got a black powder rifle, 50 caliber, and a 50 caliber black powder pistol that I'm going to make the ammunition for that. So the brass and copper will be a little bit harder. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to melt it down and get my foundry that I build hot enough to do copper and brass, but I'm going to give it a shot. But I'm saving the copper and brass, like copper wire and copper pipe and all that. And going to, I've got everything I need for the foundry except for the burner. I've got the regulator, I've got the propane tank, and I've got everything I need to build the hot box. And so then I will melt down all the aluminum. Aluminum, you get more for the ingots than you get for aluminum cans anymore. You still have to pay 5 cents a can on aluminum cans. When you buy them, buy 6-pack of soda, you got to pay an extra 30 cents on top of that for the aluminum, but you don't get a nickel a can back when you recycle. So it takes a lot more. You used to be able to go to the recycling place and put one can into a machine and you get a nickel for it, but they don't do that anymore. So they don't pay you near what you pay out for that recycling fee. No, you know, everything costs more than it's worth. Everything, William. You know, it's, I've said this before to other people. But I don't think people realize what's going on. That the people that sell the gas, um, the government that taxes the gas, which the lion's share of the gas prices are taxes put on by our government, right? And California is the worst because our government puts taxes on and they don't do anything with it that they say they're going to. I mean, they're supposed to be building a bullet train, and a lot of the taxes on our gas goes to that. And then they're supposed to be maintaining our roads and with the taxes, and our roads go bad more often than not. The amount that they spend on the roads doesn't even mount up to what they get in taxes. I'm pretty sure that as much gas as that is purchased, that if you do the math on it. But gas is actually trash. That's why you can't go away from a combustion engine, because if you're going to refine oil, gas is a byproduct that you can't do anything else with. Think about it. Think about what they do with gasoline. Nothing, because they can't burn it and just, you know, put it in a pool and burn it, because the emissions will, you know, pollute the environment really, really fast. So it would cost way more to build an incinerator with everything to protect it from protect the environment from it. They just don't have anything to do with it except combustion engines. There's nothing else to do with it. They can't just dump it out on the ground and let it evaporate because of pollution. So we've got all these laws for smog and everything to keep down the emissions of gas, but it's got to go somewhere. So it's just a trash byproduct that has only one real use. So the money made off of gasoline right now, our gas right here, the closest gas station to us, is up at $5.49, is possibly even more. I haven't gone by it in 2 days. So before Labor Day, it's maybe going to get up to $6 a gallon here. And somebody's making a lot of money off that. I used to work in a gas station when I was a kid, and the money that the gas station owner made off of a gallon of gas was half a cent. Half a cent off of every gallon went to the gas station owner. The rest of it was for purchasing the gas and paying the taxes on the gas. And that was when gas was at 19 cents a gallon, you know, 20 cents a gallon. So now you figure the people that own the gas stations, they make a little bit more than that. I don't know what it is, but I know that they tack on more than a half a cent a gallon, because the service stations used to make their money off of oil, selling oil, because cars used oil. And every time a car would come in, you would actually physically check the oil to see if they were low on oil, because the cars would either have a leak or they would actually use oil, and people would replace that oil. They'd buy a quart of oil or a half quart of oil, and we had barrels, and we'd crank out a half a quart of oil. So they would make their money off oil. And being a mechanic, almost every service station had a mechanic's bay, and so they made their money there. The gas was just a draw, get people to come in so that they could get them to work on their car, replace their oil, and all kinds of different things. But it was a full service station. You'd wash the windshields, check the oil, check the fluids, check the didn't have many cars with power steering yet, but they had brake fluid. Check all the fluids so that you could sell them fluids. Make sure that everything was tip top. You know, that's what a service station was. We don't have service stations anymore. I don't know of any place here in California that is a service station. You know, it's just a gas station, place to buy gas. Oh, we have our dreams, you know. One of these days, one of our topics of conversation is selling a house and buying a motorhome and just taking off and going and doing for the rest of our lives until we find a place to settle down. But I've got a son in Florida, and he wants us to move to Florida. And I've got a son that was in Oklahoma, wanted us to move to Oklahoma. Got a son in Oregon, he wants to move to Oregon. Got friends in other states that want us to move to those states, you know. And yeah, there's every state is less expensive than California. So if I had a choice one day, we'd probably leave California. But you know what? If you leave California, you ain't never coming back. There's no way that you can sell out in California and then leave and then move back, because it would just cost you everything you had, and your brothers and your sisters and your cousins and your aunt and uncles. It cost everything you guys had to get you back in California. That's just an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. But yeah, we've talked about it. Moving to another state. We've got people that live in Texas that say we ought to move to Texas. There's trying to think of another state that even Arizona, you know, it's not that far away. I like Arizona. You know, they've got a little bit of everything. But here in California, you know, you've got within an hour's drive, you've got the mountains, you got the desert, and you got the ocean, all within an hour's drive of where we live. So we can head in one direction and go to the mountains, and head another direction, go to the desert, head another direction, and yeah, yeah. We got to kind of stay off that topic, because I can go on that topic, but I think YouTube would ban me if I did, because there's a lot I could say, but I wouldn't want to say it right here. But if we were ever in a private conversation, William, you'd get an earful. But since I want a presence here, I can't be talking about that. Oh. Well, it looks like I got about 10 more minutes. The live hunts are much better to do 2+ hours. But at least we got some good stuff yesterday, didn't we? Didn't get skunked. Didn't get any gold, but I got silver. That, I'm surprised this ring isn't marked, because it definitely tested silver. I'm really surprised it's not marked anywhere. And it's not silver plated, because I rubbed it really hard to get it to show any underbelly, but no, it's just a silver ring. I'm not sure that somebody actually didn't make this ring, because you know, like on their own, because this doesn't look like a ring that you would buy in a jewelry store, but it is silver, so did find silver. Wonder what my dimes turned out to be here. Oh, there's a 1976 dime. That's not bad. 1976 out of the... Don't find many dimes except for lots of 2000 and up. I can't. There's a 2001. There's a... Well, there's 1983. There's 1997. Well, they're not all over 2000. Another 1997. This one is 19... I can't see the end of it, but it's not... It's yeah, I can't see the last two numbers, 19 something. I don't think I found any good quarters. The one quarter is 1982, I think. Nope, 1987. So, the best coins I got were the 4 coppers. You know what? I'm down to just 2 people on my counter here. The other day, I got up to 15 people. I'm moving right along. I haven't got a one day that I get the most watch hours, because when I think I'm getting quite a few watch hours, like when I've got 10 or 15 people on watching, I still get different numbers. if I've got 10 people on watching, um, some of them are rotating in and out, so I don't have any way of knowing how many are actually staying for a long time. So I might think I'm going to get, by looking at the numbers, I might think that I'm going to get 10 hours of watch time, and I get 6, you know. And one day I think that I'm going to get 20 and I get 15, or I think I'm going to get 10 or 15 and I get 20. You know, so I don't know. It's really difficult to judge. The analytics on YouTube is just, since I'm not an analyst, I have really, it's like looking at this for the week. Gives me a thing, your weekly recap is here, and I touch on that, and it says that I put up 4 videos, 17 shorts, 6 live streams, and 14 posts for the week, and it says that I had 4,300 people watching, you know, that came in and tuned in, even if it's just long enough for them to register. I got 6 new subscribers. It says, here's how people found you. One found me through shorts feeds. For the whole week, I put up like 30 shorts. It says I only put up 17, but I put up like 30 shorts, and none of them hit the feed. So I don't know what the algorithm is for that. None of them hit the feed because my largest one was 600 and something. Says 2 people found me by YouTube Home, and 3 searched me out by name. And the analytics here just don't make sense to me. And especially this weekly thing, because it's not even correct. And then look at how many people were watching me in July and how many people are watching me now. I don't understand. For the month of August, I've gone down. I haven't changed what I do any. Look at how many people I was having in July every day, and now doesn't make any sense. And yeah, it's really weird. Hey Randy, how you doing? Randy's really good at this. He understands the analytics, but not me. Where's that one thing? My watch hours, let's see. This last where's it at? Oh no, I can't even find the, maybe it's under views. No, it's not under views. I used to get a thing that showed me when people were viewing me. Oh, there it is. This says when my viewers are on YouTube, and oh, you can't see it. You can't see it there. Let me do something here. Maybe I can pull this down. Maybe you can see it now. Oh yeah, okay, better. See, this is supposed to tell you what hours your viewers are on. So that's supposed to tell me when my viewers are on YouTube, I think. So you'd think that my viewers, I would get everybody across the 8:30, 9 o'clock hour there, but I don't have hardly, only 2 days. Huh. Thank you, Randy. I'm battling, trying to get some watch hours here. I got everything else. So, my shorts have been, up until this last couple of weeks, been getting a lot of subscribers. So, I'm up to 1,761 subscribers now. So, and I'm really pretty proud of it. I've been doing this all on my own with the help of, you guys on here, of course, and my wife and my daughter, but I haven't been trying to do anything that purchases anything. I've been trying to just do this on my own merit, so to speak, so that I can say that I did it and I didn't have to oops, we're to say my views, that's the only thing that does make a little bit of sense. My views are for 365 days are 1,152,906 for total views. So I've been getting views, but not enough to make 10 million. But I've just been doing what I do, going out and hunting, and William's been helping me. He gives me quite a bit of feedback there. He's been helping me out, like telling me I should check my chat more and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not in the position to go out and buy a bunch of equipment and everything to make myself a top of the line blogger or anything. And I mean, my wife and I were just talking about I need a better way to show the things that I have found so that it makes them look better and everything. And that would take another camera, right? And so I'm using an iPad right now, and I use another phone, but I don't have any way to hook them together to show two camera views. And I've got lots of offer for you guys to help me. Like Great Scott has offered to help me get Nightbots rolling and everything. I'm trying. I'm trying to answer the comments. If I've got all my comments up to date, I think. I don't think I have any comments that I have not answered. I go into each comment, unless somebody's left me comments today. I have a couple. Whoa, I got several that people. I just went through here last night and answered all the comments. So I have a couple. Yeah, I have. I don't have that many though. I have. Doesn't tell me how many I have there. But let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, I got 16 comments that I got last night and this morning, because yesterday afternoon I went through and cleared all my comments and answered every one. And I try to answer every comment, and even if they just say hi, I say hi back. If they say something and ask me a question, I try to give an answer to it that makes sense. I do that. So I'll have to get to these. Oh, I got a new subscriber too. I'll answer these after I get off air. But yeah, Randy, I do that. Especially if they ask a question, I want to answer it. And I don't ignore anybody. I might be late in answering something. I know there was, I don't know how it happened, but I had like 2 weeks that came up. I think 4 comments that were 2 weeks old. 3 days ago? Monday? No, yeah, 4 days ago. I just posted one short today. I don't know. I haven't posted any shorts today because I was going. Oh yeah, I did. I posted the short of this ring. I pulled it out of my live and showed this ring on a short, so it would connect back to my live. And I try to do at least 3 shorts a day. And if I have a really good day and have a lot of good finds, I'll do as many as 6 shorts a day. So no less than one. I rarely have a day that I don't have one to post. So yeah, I'm trying to do more of the shorts from my videos and lives going back, so that I can draw people from the shorts arena to my video arena. And the only problem is I'm not getting into the short feed for some reason the past couple of weeks. Since the 1st of August, I know that it's not getting into the feed because I was getting over 1,000 views on 8 out of 10 of my shorts, and then all of a sudden it dropped off to nothing. Okay, that's cool. You know, I welcome criticism. I welcome, uh, you know, an adjustment, however you want to put it. If I can do something better, um, that's for sure. I don't refuse any help. But my email's in my description, not in this yet because I haven't doctored this live. But when I doctor this live to make it whole, it will have my email in it. But any other of my videos will have my email in the description. I heard I've used some of the things that you've talked about on other lives, Randy. And if there's something that will make things better, but I wasn't doing too bad. I thought I was getting 1,000 views per video, a lot. You know, I mean, not everyone, not every short was 1,000 for sure, but there for a while I was getting over half of my shorts were going up over 1,000, some over 5,000, some over. I got a couple of them to go up 16, 17,000. Metal should be blue. Oh, I got you. Took me a second. It's, okay, cool. I'd appreciate that, Randy. I mean, that's oh, my pleasure. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm just off in my own little world trying to think about these analytics, and when I start thinking about them, it makes my brain hurt, and there's not much room for anything else. Thank you, William, for jostling my memory there, nudging me a little bit. I would have got to it, but anyway, I now I'm trying to think of something to say. So anyway, Randy, I really appreciate it. I know you're a busy guy. You don't have a lot of time. Anything that you have to say, I can try it out. We can give it a shot if it make a difference. Because I try all kinds of things. I tried changing some of my titles to add words that are more conducive for searches, and trying little things like that. But like I said, I'm not an analyst. Well, thanks, Randy. Yeah, I can use the help, that's for sure. And Grace Scott wants to help me with the Streamlabs and doing night bots and stuff like that. But I'm just not set up really for doing that. I wish I was, but it would take me some doing to get situated around to where I can work with that, because I've got to work with what I've got, and I've really been blessed with getting what I've got. I mean, my daughter gave me an iPad here, so my daughter and son-in-law, they got new iPads, so they gave me their old iPad, which works great for me. It doesn't hurt my feelings to have a hand-me-down. I am not too proud to use something that's a little older and make it work, but it doesn't have the capability of a computer. I have a computer, but I don't have the accoutrements. I don't have the things to make that work. Another camera, another microphone, and things that I know people say they can't hear me on this, and I can go out and get the things that I need to make an exterior microphone, but a little bit at a time, you know. And so if I can work with something that I already have and adjust it around to where it works better, that would be great. Oh, I know. I do post shorts. I even posted shorts of the raindrops hitting in my pool the other day, but I couldn't find the music. Raindrops keep falling on my head. But I try to put up things. When I find animals in the park and stuff, I try to take videos of them. Ducks, geese, frogs, anything to show nature. Yeah, I try to do that too, but I got to find something interesting for people and then figure out how I'm going to draw them into that when it hits the shorts feed, if it hits the shorts feed, how I title it. I think the biggest short that I had, the most viewed short that I had, was because I named it what I named it, but all I named it was a self-tapping screw, and it that was the name of the short, and it got 17,000 views, not all at one time. It kept going up, kept getting put back in, kept getting shared, and kept put back in. And but it was just a self-tapping screw. So, and then when I put up a gold ring or something, I think I'm going to get a lot of people to see it, and 70 people will look at it. I put up a piece of wire or a bunch of nails stuck to my magnet, and 5,000 people will look at it. But a gold ring, you know, they're not all that curious. I'm trying to put gold and silver. I don't know. I haven't figured out that magic touch yet. Maybe you can help me with that. Maybe you can help me lay the magic touch on it. But that's really what I do, is metal detecting, whether I have a metal detector or not. Like Wednesday, we were at the tire shop and getting a tire fixed on our car, and I just picked up lead weights and stuff, and I don't know whether you saw this or not. Somebody lost $3,000 worth of dental work. Well, that's still family friendly, William. But I don't think my wife would go for that. Yeah, I mean, like the car guys do, right? Yeah, yeah. I guess that would draw a lot of people in rather than this. It's for the channel. I mean, yeah, if you could get round to it, into it, William. I'd have to leave the room. Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, I got. I was liking cars. I really was just liking the cars because I have a thing for mid-50s Chevrolets. I like the 55, 56, 57 Chevrolets, and I like the way that people will modify them, and I was liking the cars. And then all of a sudden, I mean, it was just the cars. It was like on Facebook, there was a couple channels. Thanks, Randy. Go have a good lunch. Yeah, I'm gonna be off. I guess I'll stay for another 8 minutes just to make it a even 90 minutes. But thank you, and appreciate that, and I'll look forward to your email. Later, Gator. But I was just looking at the cars. There were no girls in bikinis or anything, but then all of a sudden I started getting these ads with these near naked girls on the cars trying to get my attention. So I had to delete all of the car club things that I was liking, because they just inundated me with near naked women sitting on cars and stuff like that. I just thought that was ridiculous. I was only looking at the cars. I didn't want to see that. Hey, Jamie. So did you put up a short of your ring so after I'm through here I can go look at it, Jamie? Hope it's a good one. You deserve a good ring. Barbie keywords. That's cool. We were just talking about cars. And now William's saying that I can show my Hot Wheels off and use Barbie doll keywords. Yeah, Barbie's big right now, right? Everybody's searching for Barbie. I might try that. I might try a short with this little car here and use Barbie keywords. This would be a good car for Barbie, in quotations. that would be interesting to see how that would pan out. Yeah, at least I got a good laugh, William. You spread yourself out a lot, Jamie. I mean, I really appreciate you coming into my channel, and I know that everybody else that you go see appreciates you too. I got to tell you that because, you know, I try to look at yours as much as I can. But you really dedicate yourself to giving people a few minutes of your time. You're a pretty amazing guy there, Jamie. And I like your videos. I like E.T. too. So I like your little bike rides and finding your stones. And I didn't pick up, I didn't find a good stone yesterday. That's the only thing that I didn't do that I usually do, is find a good stone. Well, God bless you, Jamie. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're trying to make something here, and you're a big help. You and William and others. Now, Randy's offering to help me out here. There's so many others. Great Scott and Coining Around, and Tupac is really good. He's a busy guy, and he tries to pop in every once in a while. And I appreciate you guys more than you know. Really do. I think Jamie wakes up like 20 times a day. I think Jamie is an AI that never sleeps, or he sleeps 10 minutes at a time. And okay. Well, I'm going to go on after I'm off here. I'm going to be here another minute and a half for you guys, and then I'm going to get out of your hair, and then you can make that short, and I will definitely go see your short for your ring. Yeah, I want to see what kind of ring you found. Did you find it with the metal detector or the pinpointer? Or did you just find it on the ground, like getting around to it, found a diamond ring just laying on the ground, on the concrete? If you keep your eyes open, your eyes are a third of what you do. That's for sure. Since I got my cataracts fixed, it's been a lot better for me. But I'm going to say goodbye now to everybody. William, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Hopefully, you weren't there last Saturday, but I know you're a busy guy. And hey, God bless you for taking care of Nora. I hope she's doing better. Hope you guys are, having the best of times with it. And caretaking is not an easy job. And God bless you for that. So Peace, everybody. Later, Gators. I will see you next time. Let's hunt.